Hello! Hello!
Hello? Who is it?
I've come to take your castle!
Hello everyone, I'm Nerdy Encounters, and today we're in the town of Kenilworth. Dog!
Coming up in this episode, we learn about the sieges and failed seduction in Kenilworth Castle.
I mean, she could have done worse.
We hop on the Castle and Abbey trail. Have an Alpaca lootly unique experience.
I love them so much. I need all of them.
Get back in time for tea. And I ask the important Warhammer questions.
Do you think Be'lakor would date me? God, I need therapy. But first, let's dive into the history of this charming town. The first mention of Kenilworth is in the Domesday Book of 1086, under the name Kinward. And one of the most famous parts of Kenilworth is the Old Priory. Geoffrey de Clinton initiated the building of this priory in 1122, and it was raised to the rank of abbey in 1450.
This, unfortunately, was one of the abbeys that was suppressed by the dissolution of the monasteries in the 1530s, under the reign of Henry VIII. Eventually, the abbey grounds next to the castle were made into common ground, allowing Robert Dudley to enlarge the castle.
This is all that remains of the abbey, just a few walls and a storage barn.
In the 1600s, during the war between the Royalists and the Parliamentarians, like Stratford, Kenilworth was occupied by Parliamentarians after the Royalist garrison was withdrawn. During all this historical drama, Kenilworth remained as a market town and agricultural hub for the region.
It was also home to a number of industries like horn comb making, tanning and brickmaking. Kenilworth became a popular tourist destination after Sir Walter Scott published the novel Kenilworth in 1821. It was even visited by Charles Dickens and landscape artist J.M.W. Turner.
When the railway arrived in the 1840s, Kenilworth became a popular town for wealthy individuals from Birmingham and Coventry.
Bringing us to the present, where Kenilworth is a popular tourist destination and market town. One of the most popular sites being the castle ruins, which is our historical place. The castle was founded after the Norman conquest of 1066. Geoffrey de Clinton built the initial massive stone keep in the 1120s. And in the 13th century, King John built massive water defences by damming the local streams, making it a formidable water castle. In 1266, the castle was subject to a 6-month-long siege. This is thought to be the longest siege in medieval history. The siege only ended not because of weapons or clever tactics, it's because they ran out of food. During the 14th and 15th century, John of Gaunt turned the castle into a lavish palace. The castle was then given to Elizabeth I's favourite, Robert Dudley, who spent a lot of money renovating the castle trying to woo the Queen. He hosted 19 days of festivities for her in 1575. This came to about £1,000 a day, which in today's money would be about £400,000. I'm just saying that if anyone was trying to riz me with the castle, I'm sold. In 1650, Parliamentarian forces dismantled the castle so it couldn't be used as a stronghold again, leaving it as a ruin. And today, thanks to Sir Walter Scott, this castle has seen millions of visitors, all fascinated with the history of this beautiful ruin. And if you want an alternative view of the castle, you can always do the Castle and Abbey Trail, which is going to be our walk for today. There are 12 historical parts to see, let's go.
We start here at part 1, the beginning. This is where the Augustinian Priory was established.
Part 2, the castle's defences. We take a walk past the walls of Kenilworth Castle. Part 3, the Mere. This entire area would have once been a lake that protected the castle. Part 4, the Pleasance. Here, Henry V built Pleasance in the Marsh, a secluded banqueting hall only reachable by boat. It was demolished by Henry VIII in 1524. Part 5, Elizabeth I and Robert Dudley. Much has been written about their romance, but a lot of the most famous works are thought to be fiction. Part 6, the Golden Age and Decline. This is a nod to Elizabeth I's visit and the dismantling of the castle in the 1600s.
Part 7, Castle Hill. During the siege of 1266, a cardinal excommunicated the castle's defenders from beyond catapult range on Castle Hill.
Part 8, the Abbey Gatehouse. In 1370, this would have been the main entrance to the abbey. Part 9, the Abbey Ruins. This is all that remains of the octagonal bell tower that was built separately because of the weight of the bells. Part 10, St Nicholas's Church. This church provided a place of worship for those who weren't allowed in the abbey. Part 11, the Chapter House. Much of this green space would have been occupied by buildings, including an infirmary, dormitories and latrines. And finally, Part 12, the Abbey Pool and Fields. To support the abbey, the surrounding land was given over for food production. A dam was constructed in the 1200s, creating the Abbey Pool. This was stocked with fish and powered a watermill on the south bank.
You can also visit the Abbey Museum, which is run by volunteers and is open on Sundays. Now I think that's enough history. Let's do something alpaca-lutely unique.
I'm going to stop with the puns now.
Fairytale Alpacas is just down the road from Kenilworth, and it's the perfect place to visit if you want to spend some time with animals and walk some alpacas.
I am so happy right now.
They're a family-run business that started breeding alpacas in 2008. Their goal is to teach others about alpacas and show how gentle and sweet they are.
Everyone meet Viserion. I love him so much.
We're off. Bye.
You're a gorgeous boy.
I went on the 2-hour alpaca experience, which includes a talk, a walk with the alpacas, a chance to meet the youngsters and ponies, and a walk around the farm to feed the herd.
Do it, otherwise, you're gonna. So yeah, and I think you've got to have a baby chip.
Can I have one?
I also met Jinxie the cat and Gimli the dog.
Now I'll pack her my bags and go get something to eat. God, I'm so funny.
Time for Tea is nestled next to Kenilworth Castle. The old building is full of character with wooden beams, quirky little features and a great view of the thatched cottages opposite. They're a family-run business who source all their ingredients locally and love working alongside the local community. We had the chicken burger, chicken and bacon jacket potato, tea and iced latte, and the quality was a resounding 10 out of 10. They even have a variety of desserts with plenty of vegan choices. And they're also dog friendly, so if you fancy popping by with your best friend, there's room for both of you.
And finally, let's move on to our nerdy place. Just need to remind myself that I have Warhammer at home to paint and I don't need any more. Why did you want to run a nerdy store?
Yeah, that is a good question.
I don't know!
Of all the questions I thought you were going to ask, that's not the one. Because I've always been a geek. Especially growing up, you feel like you have to hide being a geek.
Yep.
So what we wanted was to build somewhere where the young me or young us could have come and enjoyed.
Yeah, but it's okay to be a nerd now.
Right, exactly.
Sucks, doesn't it?
That's it. But it's good for business.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but yeah, that's essentially what for younger me.
Okay, why did you choose Kenilworth?
Kenilworth, that one's easy. It's where I live.
What are your plans for the future?
The realistic plan is to grow the community. We're huge on community. We always want to be community led, so build the community and kind of grow around them. Hopefully get a bigger store, more tables and more access to people. The not so realistic plan is in 5 years earn enough money to buy out Games Workshop.
Share that Games Workshop. What do you think the best thing is about the nerdy community?
The best thing certainly about our local learning community is the comradeship that they all have.
100%.
You know, they're all happy to teach and learn and grow with each other. One of our guys who comes in regularly, he's a fantastic painter, and he comes in every Sunday and helps show people how to paint, gives tips and whatnot.
I wouldn't bring me in for that. PVA glue and glitter, to be fair, that's all I do.
We're LGBT friendly, trans friendly, and yeah, inclusive to everyone, no matter race, background, gender identities, sexuality, whatever.
Do you think Bellacore would date me? God, I need therapy.
No.
No.
I think Bellacore's type would be more grotesque.
I'm willing to be ugly for Bellacore.
I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me in Kenilworth. I'll leave links for the businesses and locations below, and if you have any suggestions of places you would like me to add to this series, please let me know in the comments. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I also now have an official Nerdy Encounters website with links to all my social media, different nerdy recommendations, local walks, and historical places. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.